Hello everybody, my name is Wilder, and during our Rune Factory 4 special live stream, we got a teaser trailer that was dropped for Rune Factory 5. We were told that we would be given some type of information or update for Rune Factory 5 during the live stream, and this is it. It honestly feels like forever since we've gotten any information about Rune Factory 5, so I'm glad we got a trailer, even if it is just a teaser trailer. But I am still hyped for this. But because it is just a teaser trailer, we didn't get a whole lot. But that does not bother me because what we did get is fine. If you remember in my Rune Factory E3 video, I said all I wanted to see from Nintendo when it came to Rune Factory 5 was just some concept art. We didn't end up getting anything at E3, but we did get quite a bit more than that in this teaser trailer, so without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing they showed us is this image of a beautiful house that is sitting up on stilts. People have been guessing that this is going to be the player home, and I hope so because it's beautiful and it's super big. It already has 2 floors. If this is the player home, then I wonder if this is fully upgraded already because it's very large. Or if this is what it will look like when it's fully upgraded. So you actually start out with something smaller. I don't know, all I know is it looks super pretty, but it's so big that some people have been wondering if you live in the top part of the building and the bottom part is a shop, like a weapon shop based on the blue shield sign that's on the balcony on the front of the house. If you look to the right of the house as well, there's what looks to be a request or job board, I really hope. So this could be some kind of shop in the middle of the town we live in, and we could just live above it. That would be pretty cool, honestly. That also makes me think more about the story. You know, maybe we'll lose our memory once again, and maybe the shopkeeper will find us and give us a place to stay, which is above their store. Because we always have to lose our memory in main Rune Factory titles. You know, that's a staple now. They gotta keep doing that. I don't know, that seems to be something that could be building there. But I also had another thought as well, because of the job board outside. What if this building is a guild that we become part of, because we lost our memory and they're the ones that found us? And we use the job board to do requests and defeat monsters because there are too many of them outside the town. I don't know, it's just a thought that came to me. Whatever it is though, the building looks huge, and I hope that if this is our home in the game, our farm area will be big as well. And that it'll all be on the same screen, kind of like Rune Factory Frontier, where you walk out of your house and your house is in the background as you work, and you can see all the upgrades you did to it. And not like Rune Factory 4, where, in my opinion anyway, the farm and house felt really disjointed from each other, and your home didn't really feel like your home, because it was so open and in a castle. But that's just my opinion. I might be alone on that, so let's move on. Next, they showed us a bunch of returning monsters. There's a lot of familiar faces here, especially if you watched my Rune Factory Frontier streams. Then you will definitely see a lot of familiar faces in more ways than one. Such as Cereal, our little plant monster friend who gives us seeds. There's also an Ignis here, which is one of my favorite monsters, even though they scared me the first time I played Frontier. And among all the other monsters, we were, of course, also shown a Woolly as well, and it's looking at me weirdly? This Woolly is staring at me with such a weird face that it's like piercing my soul. It's so weird, I don't know. He's looking at me funny. Anyway, something I noticed about these monsters is that they're 3D models. Now I don't know if this is something just for the trailer or if they were ripped from the game, but these models look a lot closer to the look of Rune Factory Frontier and Tides of Destiny, more so than Rune Factory 4. So if these are the models that are ripped from the game, they look good, but like I said, I don't know if I'm supposed to be reading into this as much as I am, because in the past I did mention that it would kind of be nice if Rune Factory 5 looked a little more like Frontier or Tides of Destiny. I don't know if I'm reading into this too much, or if I'm supposed to be reading into it, but it is definitely an interesting thing that I noticed. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. Now the next thing we got shown was some art for new monsters. There are 4 of them. 2 of them are dragons, which look nice. There's a whale with a volcano on its back, which honestly reminds me of Whale Island from Rune Factory Frontier quite a bit. And then there was a kitsune, a fox monster that we also saw, and it looks really cool and is probably my favorite of the 4 that we saw. These monsters were shown individually and separately from the returning monsters, and because of the way they were shown off, it looks to me like these could be the bosses of the game, maybe? I'm not sure about that, it's entirely speculation of course, but these do look like they could be the bosses of the game. Other people were saying that maybe they could be bosses and or they could be characters that will be plot relevant, kind of like Ventus will from Rune Factory 4. Or they could function kind of like the bosses in Rune Factory 4, but instead of turning back into people, they might stay as monsters and become friendly with you. I don't know, it's a little hard to say without any details to the plot, but that's what I've been thinking about. They do look like they have a lot of attention to detail given to them though. They look amazing and I cannot wait to see them in game. And last but certainly not least, we got silhouettes for the main characters. What is it with Marvelous in these silhouettes lately? First Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town gets silhouettes for their mystery marriage candidates, which I did a video on, by the way, card in the top right corner. And now Rune Factory 5 gets some for their main characters. I mean, I guess that's why they call it a teaser trailer, right? Anyway, here they are. First thing I noticed, the first thing, is the guy looks like the main character from Tides of Destiny, Aiden. And that's 100% because of the hat he's wearing. 100%. His outfit looks kinda similar, but it's totally because of the hat. That aside though, it looks like both of these characters are getting hats, which is cool. But, and I know it's just a silhouette, but both of these characters look like they're going to have very stylish outfits, which I'm very excited to see. Because they both have hats and seem to have stylish outfits, it made me think about clothing customization as a possibility in Rune Factory 5. I don't know, it was something about seeing the hats that made me think about it, because in Rune Factory 4, if you equip headgear like a bow or ribbon, then it shows up on your head, and that's just about the closest thing we've gotten to clothing customization, and I think it would be a really cool thing to add. I would love to be able to customize the style and maybe the color of my clothes, because honestly, I did not like what Les was wearing in Rune Factory 4 at all. I did not like it. Les looked weird. Frey looked a little weird too. I mean, she looked better than Les, but I didn't like their outfits very much. I wish I could have changed Les's clothes in the game. Again, I might be reading too far into this, but it's a teaser trailer. It's supposed to get you hype. It's supposed to make you think. So, clothing customization. I would love it. Anyway, some people have also said that based on the height of the main characters, it looks like they might be a little older than our main characters in the past, maybe? Lots of fans have wanted older characters and older marriage candidates in the Rune Factory series for quite a while, so maybe this is what they're starting to move towards. Because these characters do look taller than the others, but that's probably just due to the official artwork and won't translate like that into the game. But it would be cool because we've been playing Rune Factory for a long time at this point, we've grown up with it, and that's just it, we are grown up now. It would be nice to have main characters that are a little older just to kind of represent us, you know? Because we've been waiting so long for Rune Factory 5, it would just be kind of cool. Anyway, that is all the information we got, and all the speculation I have for today. If you want to see the teaser trailer, there is a link in the description. What do you think about the building we were shown? What do you think about the potentially boss monsters that we were shown? What do you think about the main character silhouettes? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to give it a like. Down in the description there are links to my Patreon, my Discord, and my Twitter, so go check those out if you're interested. I want to give a huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. Their names are down in the description as well. Thank you all, you are awesome. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one.